Brand new construction, Blue Valley School District, South Overland Park at an unthinkable price. This is the Redbud II by SAB Homes. 4 beds, 3.5 baths, 2650 square feet, quarter of an acre lot. This one is priced at $679,900. It's a model, it's got all the upgrades. And Jordan, it also has one feature we haven't seen in a property tour yet.
4-car tandem garage.
That's right. And we're going to show that to you at the end. But just from right here, I like the contrasting trim colors, which looks nice.
I like the stone with the mortar.
I do too. I love the stone look, and we'll see that inside the house. You got the corbels, the nice little trim accents there as well. But let's get a little bit closer to the entry.
It's kind of hard to tell with the sun, but you've got the black windows and they have the grid lines.
Very traditional. And this being a 2-story house, that's probably what you're looking for. But if we haven't met yet, my name's Nick. Jordan's behind the camera. You're going to see him in a second. We help people buy and build new homes around the Kansas City suburbs. Thank you to SAB Homes for letting us tour this one, as well as the on-site agents, Liz and Jamie. We're going to give you 3 things that we think this floor plan does really, really well as we go throughout the video. At the end, I want you to leave a comment down below which one was your favorite. Without further ado, Jordan, let's take a look inside.
All right, I'm excited for this one, Nick. I love SAB Homes, man.
I am too. We've walked through quite a few of theirs, and they're a very impressive builder. Let's get a shot of the main floor, and then we'll circle back to the entry.
Right.
One of the biggest builders in Kansas City. Everything's customizable. They've got a design center. They've got some great plans. I like the overall consistency. The design of this one, I think, is very impressive. But coming back to the entry, you've got the door, side lights. You've also got the transom on the top. And of course, right when you walk in, you do have the staircase. So that would be one, if you don't want the staircase right inside the entry, this might not be the plan for you. But I know a lot of people like it because it separates upstairs living from downstairs. What it also does is it carves out this dining area, which we usually don't see in 2 stories anymore. Of course, Jordan, this is kind of staged like an office right now, but I like that you've got the flexibility. It doesn't lock you into using it as an office. It also doesn't lock you into using it as a dining room either. So flexibility there. What do you think about the trim around?
So I really like the trim. You know, I call it chair rail, but it's too tall to be called that. It's more shoulder height. Really just breaks up the room. I think it separates it from the rest of the home. You also have that on the stairwell as well, Nick.
I like that it goes all the way up. And again, for this price, $679,900, you've got quite a few upgrades in the home. And so keep in mind, if you just built this as a spec home, or if you built the base version of it, the price would come in even lower. But Jordan, let's come in this way.
That price is really unbeatable.
It's pretty tough to beat, but you do have this butler's bar. I think they do it very, very well. You've got the built-in mini cooler right there, down lighting on the floating shelves, and I like the tile going all the way up there. Now, one of the things that I think this does really well, this is one of the largest islands we've seen recently. I mean, you've got so much space. There's no sink in the island, and you've even got this pretty neat outlet that pops up right there.
That is a cool little feature.
It's pretty neat, but
tons of storage too, Nick.
And what I like about it, Jordan, is you've got this clear sitting area over here where you probably wouldn't even need like a second dining table if you use the dining room as a formal dining room. It is an award-winning home. They haven't built too many of these. I do have a client that bought one like a year ago, but I know this is one of their newer plans. The other thing I think they did really well, cabinets to the ceiling. The nice thing about these 2-story floor plan kitchens is that you have quite a bit of perimeter space. So we toured the Lambie Bridgewater, which is a 1.5, and it had a pretty decent kitchen, but it's just so much bigger in these 2 stories because you don't have the master on the main. Jordan, what do you think about the layout here? Sink is up against the perimeter. You got more island space.
Ton of island space. I mean, obviously you can eat here. You can stage for a party. You know, I like the tile. They stacked it instead of doing the brick lay. Either way, I think it's a pretty good look. Um, Tons of counter space in this kitchen, Nick. I mean, this is a big kitchen. You've got the stacked microwave and oven over here.
They did it really well. And I don't think you would even really need the pantry because the size of the kitchen, but you've got that space there.
Now, you always have to have a pantry. Nick.
I
You
love
gotta
the,
have a pantry.
I love the door on the pantry. It's a the door on the pantry.
Yeah, that
It's
is a pretty
neat
door.
look. Now, if this island was not expanded the way it is here, you would have this dining area in lieu of the table seating there. What I love about this part of the plan, you do have the beams, but it just feels so cozy. It's staged very well. Couple of things I like. One, you've got the stone with the mortar like we saw out front. Two, you've got vertical shiplap. So because you've got these breaks, creates a little bit more texture, which I love in here. You've got the floating shelves, the nice stain color. And on either side of the fireplace, Jordan, you've got a little bit more room than you typically would.
Yeah, this is a very wide room. You know,
Which
obviously.
most of the time we would see the built-ins end about right here.
Right.
Right. So you get two sets of them, which is nice. And of course, one thing that we can't overlook, they're windows, they're almost floor to ceiling, but just a very cozy space.
Yeah, beautiful trim work too around the door, around the window. Nick, we haven't been out back here
Let's
yet.
take a look.
All right, so you've got a covered patio. You've got your ceiling fan. It's a decent sized patio, Nick. You can put a table, small table chairs, and a grill back here.
It's a pretty good size. And of course, if you built something like this, it comes in at a pretty low price point. You wouldn't have to spend all the money on the upgrades if you don't want them. You could certainly bump out the patio space. I would probably add a gas line if you like to grill. That way you're not hauling propane to and from. And of course, you could easily screen this in as well. But coming back inside, the last two parts of this main floor, keep in mind, master is upstairs. It is very, very nice. You've got the basement stairwell right here. We're going to kind of keep moving, but you could finish this with a rec room, a wet bar, full bedroom, and full bath. And then coming this way, Jordan.
All right.
Check out the garage entry.
Yeah, let's look at the garage. Well,
we're going to save the garage for the end.
We'll save the garage for the end. Okay.
So I want to know what you would do with the tandem fourth car garage space. We'll show it to you later on. I like how it's staged right now.
Yeah, tell us below in the comments what you do with it. So let's see, you've got your little mud bench, cubbies, and a little half bath right off the garage door. Nice fixtures. You've got the quartz countertop.
You know where we saw that enamel color before? Fireplace built-ins. They did the vertical shiplap.
Yeah, it looks good.
And of course, you got the hall closet there.
Hall closet right up the garage. All right.
Now, we will come back to the garage. We are going to take a look at the second floor. It's got an incredible master suite. And I'm actually going to put Jordan on the spot.
I do the upstairs. That's kind of the theme we got going, isn't it, Nick?
That's right.
Did you even see this chandelier in the entryway? Did I get a view of that?
Two-story ceiling, big chandelier. And then, of course, you know, I think what they did the best in this entry, I love trim work. It's, you know, it's a two-story. It's going to be more traditional. I like that they did it all the way up, but let's take a look.
Beautiful stain color. You've got your metal spindles, high tread carpet. Oh, and a workout.
And this, I know the staircase being like right in front of the front door, that's not everybody's favorite, but what it does do is it gives you this two-story entry. And again, I think it makes it a little bit more private from the main living spaces on the main floor.
So you've got a little bit of a catwalk up here. Where should we start? Let's start. We'll save the mass.
What do you notice up here? We got some upgraded hardwood floors on the second floor.
Engineered hardwoods that carry into the master. Yeah. But we got to show that last.
Yeah, we'll show it last.
All right. So one thing I noticed too, Nick, I think these are 9-foot ceilings up here.
Pretty tall ceilings for a two-story second floor.
Man, they carried the higher end carpet into this room, Nick. That's a really nice touch.
If you build a home, this is the stuff you want to probably do. It doesn't cost that much more, but it makes the whole house feel a little bit higher end.
So you've got kind of a hipped vaulted ceiling in here, ceiling fan. Now this is like bedroom number II, right?
Right.
So look at this walk-in closet, Nick. This thing is huge.
That is a pretty big walk-in closet. Now, one thing SAB does is they do enamel on the, or like an eggshell finish on the closet walls. So if you put anything up against the walls, it doesn't leave any marks. I
Oh,
like that.
really nice. So this is another shared Jack and Jill Hollywood bathroom. You've got your sink, or private sink for each bedroom. And then you've got this hex tile floor. This is really nice. I like these are really long subway tiles. They stacked them in the brick layout.
And then you've got your other sink right here. So everybody's got their separate sinks, but tub and toilet are shared.
So bedroom, we'll call this.
This is bedroom number 2 here.
Bedroom 2.
Pretty reasonable size. It's got a good walk-in closet, very comparable to the previous one we showed.
This closet's not as big, Nick.
Oh,
but you do have the nice carpet. It is a good sized room.
that's a pretty good size for a secondary.
Still a good,
very good
size walk-in, just not as deep as that other one. All right, so bedroom 3 upstairs. This is definitely
This is huge.
A little bit bigger size for sure.
This is really big.
Nice and deep. Let me get that light on in there. So it's got a full private bath with a tub. This is a good sized room, Nick. You got the nice light fixture. They didn't go with the ceiling fan.
Well, it is wired. So all these bedrooms, even if you see a single light fixture, they are all wired for a ceiling fan and a light.
And they have to be built with the fixture that can hold that fan, right?
Right. Right.
Okay.
So we've got the laundry room straight ahead. We'll come back to that
Yeah.
because the whole master suite is just, they did it really well. So hardwoods in the master.
Yeah. And I love this box vault. And they've got the hardwoods in the ceiling, Nick. It's really
a nice act.
And
it really is.
It's a lighter color than the floors, so
Yeah.
it really sets the tone.
Their designer does a really good job. You're going to point out the trim wall.
Yeah, you've got the accent wall, that same color that we saw earlier. You've got 3 little picture windows there that come in. That faces the front of the house, lets in a lot of nice natural light in the morning.
And I like the trim. You've got the blinds already in. This isn't for sale yet, but at some point it will be. And the nice part is that it comes with the window treatments done for you.
Yeah, and I know we kind of already touched on this, Nick, but you like this tile in here.
I think this bathroom would be like one of my favorite things about the house. I saw this tile, and Jordan, you know, my dad's a builder. I'm working with him on a spec home which is infill, it's a teardown. I saw this tile and I was like, we've got to do it. You've just got so much texture on it.
Yeah, they did the herringbone pattern and then tons of texture. I mean, you can really feel it when you're walking on it.
It's a really nice bathroom. So double wide vanity. I like that you've got the 3 mirrors in there.
Lots of drawers, lots of storage space under the sink. And then
where have we seen that before?
Shiplap.
Maybe a couple times.
Accent wall around the tub really sets it off, I think.
Now, for context, SAB standard is a built-in tub on most of the plans, so they've upgraded this. The cost is a few $1,000s, but I think if you're going for this kind of look, the freestanding tub is going to do it for you. Extra wide shower.
Yeah, this is an extra wide shower with a frameless glass door.
And then
really nice.
You do have the tile going all the way up the ceiling, which is nice. The wand on one side, shower head
fixture on the other. You've got your water closet.
The stone feels really nice. It won't come across on the video, but I'm telling you, you got the natural surface stone, which is, it's really tough to beat. Then a huge closet.
Huge walk-in closet.
You almost look like Superman right there, Jordan, with all that light coming in.
Tons of built-in space. You know, lots of little cubbies for shoes and blankets, everything you guys need to store away. And this is a big laundry room, Nick. You've got 2 nice sized cabinets up there. You've got the hanger and then this little built-in counter. You know, no sink, but still very, very functional. And then some nice built-ins recessed into the wall here. And then a good sized closet. So I think I'd put my ironing board in there. That's probably what I do there. Yeah. And then I'd get it out once every, 6 months or so.
Exactly. Well, from the second story, I love looking down at the entry. It gives you a different perspective. But, I think they did the two-story very nicely. We're going to take a look at another two-story plan. We'll link that video down in the description. The McKenna. I think there are two big differences between them, and we're going to check out one of the bigger ones that might matter for a lot of people.
All
It's
right.
that tandem fourth car garage
Oh
space.
man, I almost forgot.
Yeah, we can't forget about that. So, it's not very common in Kansas City that we see the fourth car garage space, unless you get up to like the, 1.2s where you got true four car, a 2+2 garage. Uh, what I like about this one, they actually epoxied the floor, which I think is a really nice look. And I love the way that they've staged this as a home gym.
Yeah, home gym. You could set up a little. Uh, oh my gosh, I'm losing it.
Power rack,
What's that?
dumbbell rack,
Well, yeah,
mirrors,
home gym or somebody that likes to do woodworking.
a shop. Yeah.
Yeah, keep all this in the back here.
Now they
Or
did put the air conditioning unit in there, but
that's
I'm
a little heater.
interested. It is. And I'm interested, Jordan, would you use this as a home gym or would you have a different use for this space?
Um, for me, my home gym would be in the basement. I currently live in a two-story home. That's how I'd have it set up. My kids, 3, 4 more years, they're going to be driving, so I'd be parking more vehicles in the garage.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and if you do use this as a gym, you got to know there's a slope to the garage space. Something that I talked about with one of my clients who wants to see the fourth car space for a gym. We talked about maybe leveling that and instead doing a nice floor drain right there. So you're not a little uneven in that gym space. But let us know down in the comments below, how would you use that space? Would you do the garage gym or would you do like a workbench, a shop area? Do you have boats? Do you go to the lake a lot? What would you use that space for? Leave a comment down below. We're excited to take a look at those. All right, here in a second, Jordan's going to give us his favorite thing in the plan, and then I'll tell you mine. Once again, if you have any questions buying, building a new construction home in the Kansas City suburbs, we'd love to help you. We walk through all the different communities. We're familiar with most of the builders in Kansas City. We've seen the best floor plans. Reach out. We can save you a whole lot of time and money. Phone call, text message, email. We'll set you up for success. Again, big thank you to SAB. They're one of our favorites. I think they do a great job designing. They've got a couple spec homes across the street. They've got this Rotoga 1.5 story, which has the master on the main. They've also got the Riviera Reverse, which is a ranch with a finished basement. Now, big thank you to the on-site agents, Liz and Jamie. Without further ado, Jordan, what is your favorite part about the plan?
My favorite part, it's the kitchen. It's got to be. I don't know. I'm actually torn about this whole back living space. Right?
Yeah.
It's really beautiful, but I'm gonna go with the kitchen. I mean, the huge island. You guys can.
Just the space here. And I know you can't see it in the frame right now, but having this, the butler's bar too.
The butler's bar, the pantry with that door there in the corner. Huge island. I mean, you guys can sit around here in the morning, eat breakfast before you go to work, before you go to school, and just tons of space. I mean, we're in the kitchen all the time, so
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. I would have to say my favorite part, I think they did the master suite really well. You've got the big bathroom there, huge master with the sitting area. I liked all the accent, the trim work. That's one thing they do very, very well at SAB. Despite being one of the biggest builders in Kansas City, they've cracked the code. Everything's customizable. They do a great job. So once again, any questions, make sure to send us a message. Let us know in the comments your favorite part of the plan and what would you do with that extra garage space outside. Before you go, I'll link the whole playlist to all of our Southern Meadows property tours community video. If you haven't seen the community video, lowest prices in the Blue Valley School District Overland Park, I'd click either here or here. We'll see you on the other side.